whether it's him or anybody else, a Ricky Rumpf, somebody who you have waiting in the wing who you feel like is capable of being a starter, how good of a problem is that to have as a defensive coordinator to not know, who you can make room for on that starting lineup?
Yeah, it's good, and the kids are competing every day too, to pushing the guys that are starting, because like we talked about, I just didn't tell you guys that. I tell the kids that every day. You have to earn it every day, and if a guy's down and whether it's injury or whether he's loafing and not playing hard or playing up to our standards, he's going to be replaced. So we have a lot of guys like that right now. Ricky obviously is one of them. I mean, we treat Ricky like a starter. I mean, he reps a lot with the ones, but a couple guys at linebacker, Kadari Christian right now has gotten as many reps as he's ever gotten. Sean Walters, due to some guys that may be a little banged up and we're sitting for some plays, but those guys are starting to, look good and get a feel for it. So really like where they're at. In the secondary, we're not loaded with depth back there, but Jeremy Tyler's a guy that, battling Drayvon, and he's going down, playing a little bit of spur, so we can do a lot of different things with him. And, he's a guy that can start a game. So we've got a lot of guys, and 16, I think, was starting experience there. So, happy with the depth right now.
Well, that said, do you envision when you have to break down and put guys in position on the depth chart, do you envision more tough decisions this year than you've ever had to deal with?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's, and just not with the starting 11, but the top 22 guys. There's going to be guys. Again, Sean Walters was a kid who came in third on the depth chart at his position, and right now he's playing pretty good. So it's going to be a tough decision, where he goes and what he does, and he has to continue to just keep getting better, and, so we could count on him. Is that it?
Gibby, are you ahead of schedule right now? Where you thought you'd be, right where you at, or in some areas a little behind?
Probably a little behind, due to what we have to face the first game. So we've actually, the last 2 days have been really locked in on Georgia Southern, just in a walkthrough, a little bit of scout look during practice. So, had to slow the install down for a couple of days just to get that work in, because I didn't want to go, through a whole week again without seeing Georgia Southern. The first week it was all just learning, installing different things, preparing for our offense. And now we're at the point where we have to get to work on Georgia Southern. So I've kind of pulled back a little bit and starting to teach that, which, as you guys know, is difficult. So we have to, and we'll pick it back up. This afternoon we'll have a big install, throw a lot at them, and just kind of see where we're at. But we are behind. I mean, I've pulled back 2 days of install.
In your career, is that the earliest that you've thrown a scout in camp, as far as how far you're into camp, week and a half, and you're still 25 days out from game day? Is that the earliest you can remember putting a scout in fall camp?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe the last time we had to do it was 2005, Wofford maybe. But, it's just so difficult to get the guys ready for it. And also get the scout guys ready for it too. We don't want to just throw those guys out there game week and expect them to be ready to run the option and give us the look that we need. So it's good for both sides, the offensive scouts, and good for us to see it.
Who's going to play the Georgia Southern scout team quarterback?
It's a good question.
You going to run it back?
I think Alex Hammond, since he scheduled a game, put him in full gear. No, I don't.
He's got good direction skills, clearly.
No, we'll have, we got a bunch of different guys. I mean, Seals would be a guy that could, give us a look every once in a while. Hensley, Whitaker, we have 3 young quarterbacks. Crest, maybe even, just when we're going good on good too, he could get in and run some stuff that can give us a look. So all those quarterbacks, give us a great look, even when we're going against our offense.
Have they evolved a little bit into more of a passing threat than they've been historically? I mean, it seems like they
Georgia Southern?
Yeah.
No. They went
That's
2
just all
games.
talk?
They went 2 games last year without completing the pass. So